It's Wednesday morning at 6:20 and I'm up early because I'm going to try to do a plot today that is quite big, and I'm using some paper I've not used before, which is A1 black paper. I'm going to grab that in just a second. And I'm also going to use these gold and silver pens. These are quite chunky, they're the Signo Uniball, and I like these because they're a bit more reliable and I don't want to mess this one up, but let's me grab the paper. They all seem to have this crease here. Let's get rid of these, try the next one. Okay then, this one actually looks great. Let's go pop it on the table, then stick it down. I'm going to make sure everything is aligned. That actually seems good. We're going to push out this way to make sure we've got clearance all the way. The weight of this causes it to come down a little bit, so I just need to move it up a smidge, so all the way out here with this weight on. So we're now clear. Now we wait an hour. While that's doing its thing, I thought I'd show you this over here. So the A1 paper I'm using is this jet black Canford paper A1. But this here, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see this on video, so I'm hoping so. This is Fabrino Black, and this is jet black. And I haven't really found any paper that matches the Fabrino Black, but for the moment, it's looking all right. Alrighty, we've done the first pass. I'm not sure if you can hear that, but over here, this servo is on its last legs because it's making really buzzy noises. Just here, you can just about see these lines here are slightly thinner. I think that just about comes through. You see this bit is slightly more golden than this bit just here. So what I always do with metallic pens is I always run it a second time, because the first time quite a lot of the ink and the pigment soaks into the paper, and the second time the ink seems to sit on top. This isn't my plot, so normally when I'm doing my own plots I control the code and it does two paths, one going in one direction and then one reversed going in the other direction, and I plot it both ways. But this time I don't have control over that, or at least not easily, so I'm just going to run the plot a second time in the same direction again. So let's go set that away. So this is busy working on the silver layer now, and this is the AxiDraw A1 version, and it's connected by these cables down to this Mac Mini that sits under the table, and that's running a web server that I connect to from my laptop over here. And this allows me to do probably the most useful thing, is it tells me when the plot's going to finish and gives me a little update on how long it's been going and how long's left in the progress bar. And then it also tells me how long the plot's going to take and the distance. And then I'm using these values. If you see me posting onto Instagram, I'll sort of include the pen type and the duration and things. So I've got another tool that grabs all of this type of stuff and all the paper and pens that I use to format that little block of information that I put onto Instagram. So yeah, I try to automate as much as I can to save me time. It's looking pretty lovely. really like the silver when it has the second coat on it and the light hits it a lot better within just the first coat. It has this kind of dullness to it, but then when you go over again, I could possibly have got away with doing the gold for a third time. Maybe they make that a little bit richer, but we'll know for next time. So just here on the side, this little emergency pause button. There, we're going to press it, and it may go wandering off and just go up and down at the next location, but let's see. Here we go. And we're all done. If I just move this out of the way. I'm going to stick you on the tripod and then flip this round. Hold on. Right. That's the gold pen, as we saw earlier. Ended up with that much left. And then the silver pen, which is about 80 meters in total of ink, is about that. Excuse that. Oh, I got an injury. I managed to bend my nail back and it tore that. Anyway, you don't need to know that. So there we go. That's the remaining amount of silver and gold from those pens from doing this A1 plot. That's 60 meters. It's like being a beauty blogger. That's 60 meters of gold ink and just over 80 meters of silver ink. Gets you that. I'm just going to mark this as a printer's proof.